Howdy everybody, how y'all doing? Well, if you've ever studied any of the ancient Greek philosophers, or maybe some of the other philosophers since those times, or if you really like those inspirational quotes that have a nice, cool, scenic background, maybe you've heard some of these things, some great truths about life and wisdom, or maybe you take the modern approach and listen to the modern philosophers, like pop stars and singers. Well, along that journey, whichever route you took, you've probably heard things about happiness being, well, something that it's hard to hold on to. Something that's fleeting even, right? Today, I don't necessarily want to talk exactly about that, because I'm a penguin. I want to talk about the fish you can't catch. That's right, the fish you cannot catch. I mean, you're probably saying, hey punk, that's what they say happiness is, right? Well, you're right, and yeah, that's true. But the other thing about philosophical sayings and quotes, things that are designed to make you ponder, is that sometimes the root and the seed of the idea is enough to connect with other things in your mind or other truths about the world that you can connect the dots, right? It's not just one isolated nugget of wisdom. It can kind of help you connect and relate to more things. I mean, isn't that what philosophy and pondering is all about? That's what I would say. Trust me, I'm an amateur expert. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Well, yeah. So, as you're probably thinking, where are you going with this? Well, as I talked about on the last Ice House video, we talked about how it's holiday season. And we're about to be, well, probably a little bit overwhelmed with all the social engagements, the holiday parties, Thanksgiving and Christmas proper, thinking of all the people, family, friends, coworkers, people we like, haven't seen in years, and people we don't like, who we may have not seen for years or see every day that we have to be polite to one more time outside of work. Well, that's a lot to deal with. And so many times it's so easy to want to shut down and pretend like everything's okay just for the hours that it takes to get through there. I mean, I don't know, trying to maintain the lifestyle of effectively what people see on social media for 2 to 3 months straight, that sounds exhausting. And I don't think anybody can really do that. And if you can, that's impressive, but wow. You're probably going to need to hibernate for a couple months after that, I'm sure. So, with all the potential time of being overwhelmed, right? And all the probable anxiety you might be thinking about. And I don't want to stir that up for you, because that's no good. That's not a way to live. And the anticipation of something stressful or anxious is just, it's the worst. I think sometimes it's a little bit easier to get caught up in what you think somebody else thinks you should be, or what you think you should be projecting onto the world around you so that people don't ask questions. Believe you me, that makes them ask more questions. Kind of like what I said earlier about the difference between an opposer and being yourself. Yeah, people can tell the difference. So, with all the extra hours of well, less daylight. That's a weird way to put it. Now, whether your state believes in daylight saving times or not, you know the nights are getting longer. Sometimes you just want to go home and crawl in bed. You know what? If it's cold out, and get a nice little cozy cup of coffee or hot chocolate, get a nice movie. Well, that's just fun. That doesn't have to be happy. But that can be warm, and cozy, and content, which I think is way more important than being happy. Right? As we're about to enter the season of being thankful, well, there's a lot of things you can be thankful for, and kind of helps you be content. It helps you get a perspective. Sometimes you're not necessarily happy about your circumstances or how you got there, but you can definitely be thankful for what you do have along the way. So, yeah. And as a penguin, I love shrimp and I love fish, but every now and then there's a fish that just is the one that got away. And if that's happiness, that's okay sometimes, because being content and being around those that you know care about you and reaching out to people who you know will be there for you, even if it's hard. Remember, as much as you want to be there for somebody else, there are people out there who want to be there for you too. So, once again, there's no reason to go out trying to go catch fish when it's so cold out. Go hang out with a friend that you already got. Or reach out to some new friends that you know. There's a lot of us on YouTube that we know each other enough through the chats. But I mean, if you need somebody to reach out to, there's a lot of people out there that aren't gonna just ignore you. So, I mean, you can always leave a message down here in the comment section, or pop in on any of the live streams that me and my fellow puppets are on. We'll be around. We'll be there. So, well, till next time, catch what's really important. And also, make sure nobody puts a fish in your tailpipe, because as funny as that is on the movie, it stinks. Well, see you later. Bye.